So I've wanted to make mochi bread for a fair bit of time, ever since I first had them in Korea. But usually there are things like eggs and various milks and oils and all of that stuff. So I had to play around with this one. Essentially, it's just some glutinous rice flour, some sugar, some salt, and then like a plant-based milk. What I started off with though is just a little bit of boiling water mixed with a little bit of that, the rice flour as well. And that way you can melt the sugar and the salt, but then you have this beginner's paste, which I've used this technique a lot with gluten-free doughs, and that paste essentially serves a little bit like your gluten. It gives a more of like a wheat dough type consistency to your rice dough. That was a little bit of toasted sesame. It's really up to you, but I thought that the nuttiness should shine on this one. So I'm using a homemade, kind of concentrated mixed nut milk. Because there's going to be sesame in this, toasted sesame, so I actually wanted everything to be quite nutty. And because I'm not putting in any fat in this, kind of like the fats from the nut milk serve as that. Once you work it, you realize that the dough is actually quite wet, even though it looks dry. So always feel it with your hands before you're adding liquid. saw someone bake in their tanabe and I thought I had to do it. So it goes into the oven around 200 degrees Celsius so that you create a lot of heat and a lot of steam so that these things pop up. And I didn't realize that they did that. I kind of just didn't remember, but they did. And it was really nice. There were these there's this big pocket in there, but inside it was like chewy like mochi. It would be things that would be bad typically in a gluten-free bread because it would just make it gummy. But this was nice because it was like mochi, but it was crunchy on the outside as well. And then of course you have the sesame to make it kind of nice and nutty as well.